What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're doing a follow-up to yesterday's Dunlinger video, showing you guys a little bit about what he can do in PvP, and going over some of those interesting, I guess, beginning of battle combat type things, whether Lily May stops him, whether his ability still goes off, and what the best team is right now in PvP. If you don't know, it's probably very similar to the one on live with the addition of this new hero. He is by far the most dominant, important piece of this PvP team, I would argue, and we're going to go over exactly why. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's talk about this brand new hero coming to AFK Journey soon, Dunlinger. So we briefly touched on why this godly looking celestial hero is going to be god tier when it comes to PvP, but I kind of want to break it down for you guys and let you know exactly how to get use out of this hero. Now, today you're going to see two main heroes highlighted. The first one is going to be the new hero Dunlinger. The other one, where are you, sir? Actually, it's been forever since I've actually looked for him. Oh, he's actually already at the top. Dionel. Now, out of the two pieces here for your account, both of these pieces are mainly going to be PvP oriented. They're going to have niche or limited uses in other game modes such as AFK, although I do feel like Dunlinger might have some more uses. Out of these two heroes, I feel like for PvP, Dunlinger is going to be, number one, the more affordable version, and number two, the more flexible hero to use. Of course, no matter what, Dionel is going to be the end-all be-all damage dealer when it comes to PvP just because of the way he works. However, Dunlinger makes the typical traditional DNL team even stronger, and it really just comes down to this Echo of Silence ultimate ability. You're going to want to make sure he's always on Spellbind. You're always going to want to make sure he's stopping those ultimates at the beginning of the battle, countering those errand teams, countering anything else that can be coming your way. That's going to be very, very important for your overall success here. Now, you'll notice this team I have at the top. This is essentially the PvP team that a lot of people are using and that I've had the best success with so far. These heroes just combine very well. You're just going for pretty much the fastest DNL ultimate possible. That's the whole goal here, because what you do need to do is you need to get your Dunlinger up to Mythic Plus. However, you don't really need to take it past Mythic Plus. Taking him past Mythic Plus and leveling up the exclusive to a +5, 10, 15 can be useful, because as you guys see, the most important part here is the furthest non-summon ally from him will get his basically be able to bypass whatever the bell is, whether it's the healing one or the silence one. So we want to get Dionel up in the air as soon as possible with his Dawn of Light just raining down arrows from the sky. I'm going to show you guys exactly what that looks like. Let's jump into some combat here. We'll just fight against people that are currently at our power level or around it. And you'll see this is one of two teams I've been running. You can run like a Leica occasionally. There is one really, really annoying thing with this setup here, though. So the protection, it goes to the furthest ally. However, if you try to set it up in the traditional sense where this is the furthest tile back, this actually doesn't end up being the furthest back. You'd have to place it more like this and like change his positioning just a little bit if you really want it to shine. In reality, I kind of like running a team that looks similar to this. Now, Freyesto, you can also run a couple different ways. You can run him like behind his own illusion, things like that. But as you guys can see, this is a very, very heavy Celestial Hypogen meta. The only one that's surviving this is Damian. And that's just because Damian is ridiculously overpowered, giving so much haste to his allies and everything. We're going to have like over 100 haste on this DNL. And then beyond that, we're also using a lightning spell. Number one, because that actually counts as a temporary buff to Dionel for his ability. Remember, his ability here, his Mythic Plus, he gets additional power and such for, you know, just getting additional temporary buffs on him. So this counts. Beyond that, it's also giving him attack speed. So you can see the enemy team is kind of similar. The Rogue Lenya over there, though, which is interesting. Still going to run the Scarlita and everything. And of course, we want to make sure we have the, you can see the difference right here too. You want to make sure this, oh wait, actually hold on. So positioning really does matter. You notice this is actually on the Freyesto, not on him. So the way I was previously running this team was much more like this. I was running the squad like this and giving the main one the damage reduction and giving the additional energy feeding, energy regeneration to our Dionel. So enough talking. I've been talking this whole time. Let's show you guys what that actually ends up looking like. So the teams are very, very similar. And our Dionel actually almost got taken out right there, but luckily we have Scarlita. He's about to go into the air now, and again, he bypasses the Dunlinger on the battlefield, which is important. And he's going to rain down arrows from the sky. And during this time, he's completely invulnerable. So even if, you know, heroes like Talene are getting her ultimate off and everything, that's not as big of a deal. And of course, we have Scarlita to deal with her as well. Sadly, this Talene team actually kicked our butt. Even if they didn't have Lenya, that would have been absolutely crazy. So maybe Talene might be actually part of this mix as well. That'd be kind of crazy if you're using like an additional Celestial. The placement right there was a little bit annoying with the way the combat went right there. And maybe that actually is key. Lenya in PvP can be interesting because it sounds like because our Dio is the one doing the most damage, she punts him over to the side, which is really interesting. I want to fight this again just to see exactly what the Lenya is doing. Man, who would have thought I was showing you one of the best PvP type comps, and he ends up over here on the left side, which is interesting, and that's just not great. On top of that, there is the enemy Burial this time. Really just comes down to how our damage is dealt here. Fresto is just such a powerhouse tanky hero. Beyond that, our Dunlinger is going down very early, and that's kind of one of the biggest issues with my placement on this team right now, because you want to make sure that you're keeping up multiple lockdowns on the enemy team as often as possible, and if that's not happening, you're being in trouble. Also, Burial still kind of making a comeback right now because of that energy denial and all those extra summons, so just keep all those things in mind. Those are things that you can actually do to help counter teams like this. This positioning I kind of like. But again, you have to be really careful with where you put your heroes and how they're placed around the battlefield. Because again, right here, we're going to run into this issue where our heroes just don't line up well. And honestly, I don't know if I like this battlefield at this point. This battlefield seems a little annoying by the placement. So this here is the more traditional team, although it's still lacking the Aaron here. But again, we want to try to keep him alive as Dunlinger as much as possible so that he has the chance to do multiple ultimates and lock down the enemies more often here. You can see even just the basic attacks from Dionel can do some crazy amounts of damage. Lily May is still a very big counter in this meta. You can see right there, she's still locked Dio down from getting that really fast ultimate. The positive of Dio is the fact that he provides so much AoE in a line damage that even if his ultimate skill does get interrupted, he still packs a huge punch with his basic attacks here. I don't know if it's going to be a W or not. Looks like he will go into the air, which maybe... Oh, geez, he's stunned. He is still stunned. Lily May with the win. This is why Lily May is still absolutely crazy. And there's not just any one team that can do crazy stuff. Lily May can very much take a team and just carry it on her back. One thing we could probably even do is try slotting here into our team as well. So instead of going for like the super fast Fresto plays and everything, even using your own Lily May can be a really cool strategy. And the nice thing is you're already using Damian, so you can kind of keep that 5 hero composition for the 5 hero faction bonus, which is really, really awesome. And you'll notice here, Dunlinger still uses his ultimate at the very beginning of battle, even though there is a Lily May on the battlefield. And honestly, having the extra insurance of Lily May on the battlefield really does double down and stop those ultimates. You can see right there, Dunlinger was about ready to use his ultimate again, and that becomes a much more dangerous composition right there. So I'm intrigued to see. I want to see if we can find that that one team that was beating us with the Lenya, because that's kind of crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Let's see if we can find him again. There he is right there. So this is the team. I want to see if adding Lily May changes the game up for us, because I feel like this is going to be a little bit better of a team. Crazy how this team works out so stinking well. I love it. All right, so positioning and everything definitely happens a bit different. The issue is our Dunlinger goes down very quickly on this team, but we did get a denial there from our Lily May as well, and she's able to potentially get another interrupt if she breaks out of these CCs. Dio does go up in the air, and yeah, she does break that other Frasto right there, which is really good. And yeah, don't try to PvP without Lily May nowadays. My goodness, she is such a powerful tool. And actually on the par with, you know, like Dionel, which brings me to my other piece that I was going to talk about with this, saying that the Dunlinger can be the more important piece out of the two. And that's because Dio and Lily May serve a very similar role, whereas Lily May's more single target damage and Dio is more AoE. Getting the Dunlinger belt for your account will be more useful and versatile than going for the Dio. Going for the Dio is a heavy late game PvP investment, and at that you want to take him to Supreme Plus. You want to take him all the way up to like exclusive 15 if you're really going crazy with him, at least plus 10. But like I said, I mean, Lily May's been doing so good in PvP. She's like a good stand-in in that type of team, and the more important piece is a Dunlinger to really stop that Aaron composition even more. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. If you want to see any other types of PvP teams, maybe we'll try to make Lenu work over here. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.